Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Seraph Syndrome. I am your host and DM, known as Fungifisheye or Danny, and I'm joined by my two lovely co-hosts as usual, if you guys would like to say hi.
Hello, I'm Noelle and I play Stella Starweaver.
Hello, I'm Tiny and I play Akia Selene.
And with that out of the way, let's get right into the recap. On the last session of Seraph Syndrome, our party spent a relaxing evening with the Star Druids as they welcomed Stella home. Stella ushered Gully to become chatty with her father, gaining him a great deal of knowledge about the Star Druids and their homeland. In the meanwhile, Stella and Arteno and Akia had a meaningful conversation involving their growing fears about the fates they have been left. The ever-poetic Arteno veered the conversation into the realm of positivity and lighter subjects. Akia cheered up from her destined stupor after that. Stella, in the meanwhile, went to go check on her mother, finding her to be pestering Igrim to sew his tattered cape into a new shawl that she had been making for him. Igrim silently agreed after more and more pestering. Meanwhile, Matei skillfully began to sew his cape together, all while having a conversation with Stella. Akia then took her chance and her renewed energy to chat with Igrim. After asking a myriad of questions to responses that fit the Silent Knight's demeanor, Stella also began to ask questions of the grander fates and what would happen if you were to resist it. Terrian began to explain the idea of fate breakers, and how the only way to know is to repeatedly fight against the stars they are bound to. To which Stella looked onwards at Igrim, speculating him to be a fate breaker. Afterwards, the party turned in for the night. As they said their goodbyes to the Star Druids, they continued onwards, through to the dunes. After 2 days of journey, during the dead of night, they crossed into the Golden Dunes. They felt a skin-biting frost, and as Stella pointed out a wooden pillar emerging from the sand, they began to progress closer towards, and that is where we pick right back up. You guys are continuing towards the wooden pillar, right?
Yes.
All right. As you guys trudge through the cold sands, as the winds pick up, as they chill your bones, you get closer and closer to this wooden beam. It juts out of the sand. You see it's casting a shadow beneath itself onto the dunes, as the stars are reflected in the individual grains of sand that cover over the ground. You see, this is just a large, taller than you, Stella, wooden beam that is emerging straight from the sands. And you see this wooden figure tied across the bottom half of this wooden pillar.
Can I get a closer look at it?
Of course. You don't have to roll any persuasion or anything, but as you look at this figure, you see it's heavily damaged. It's a humanoid figure carved from wood. The lower half of this person, though it is mostly sunk into the sand, is bearing fish-like scales down its body from where you can see. And its face is delicate, with hair that flows like wayward waters.
Oh.
Oh, that is awfully strange. Can anyone start a fire?
I can't. I don't think.
Gully boy, can you? Please? Gully just goes, I'm as good at starting a fire as you, I suppose.
I have one hand and you have two. Well, oh, that makes me feel, worse for asking you that.
I have green flame blade.
I have chill touch, the complete opposite that we need.
Will that work? I pull out a sword.
You don't have one.
Huzzah!
You don't got one. Green Flame Blade lights a pre-existing sword. I don't know why you have that.
No, it does.
Yes, it lights up a sword that you already have.
I have a dagger.
Oh. I have a stick.
I have a rusted dagger, and then I have the dagger my dad got.
Grim, could you possibly start a fire?
You see Harteno is shaking in his britches. His boots are actually like digging
Oh
into
my
the sand.
God.
He's like hugging himself. You see a little bit of like he's just really shaking violently. That's how bad the cold is here. It is arguably worse for Akia as well because you have your entire midriff exposed.
Yeah. You can see her visibly shivering. Yeah. Can we?
Grim looks at you, Stella, for a second, and then you see as he just really looks at you for a moment. You can't discern what's going on underneath that helmet.
Oh god.
Can I roll insight?
You can.
Stare
I'll let
into
you roll
that
it flat.
black pit of darkness that is his helmet.
That's a 10.
With a 10,
Ooh.
you can't discern what a Grim is about to do. And
Fireball!
you see as a Grim reaches upwards at the wood, and he begins to pry a plank of wood out of this ancient relic, and he begins to pull it apart.
Oh!
My jaw drops. You know what? I don't know what we should have expected.
Yeah, Igrim starts to manhandle the figurehead of the ship. He grabs the head of this artfully carved figure, rips it, and tears it off. You hear a crack of wood as he drops the head onto the sands. He pulls two separate planks of wood out, and he just begins to grind them together to start a fire.
I am internally crying. Historical artifact.
Akia, as she's shivering, she starts patting her back. It's okay. It's okay.
As you see the head of this figure, Igrim just stabs a plank of wood into it and starts to rub it back and forth until a flame ignites inside of it. And as it bursts into flames, you see as it takes, and he creates a miniature campfire for you guys to sit around.
I love
and
this
gather
man
your
so
warmth.
much.
Wow, that was actually really impressive.
Thank you, Grim.
He just gives a thumbs up and sits near the fire.
Yeah, Kia's just knees to her chest, just close to the fire, like,
Just holding the shawl as close to us as possible.
yeah.
You see Arteno leans really forwards into the fire, and he just goes, hot, hot, hot. Oh, cold, cold, cold. Hot, hot, hot. And he like pulls back and forth between the cold sand and then the hot fire. But as you guys fully warm up, Gully just speaks up over the crackling of the flame.
I think we should now make a note of this for ourselves to not move through the night. I think we're going to be dreadful, and we could catch something or worse.
Oh, yes, absolutely. We cannot deal with this cold anymore.
I regret having these clothings. I don't like it anymore.
Well, at least they'll keep you cool during the blazing heat of the desert. I'd say that's a win.
I hear that. I hear that, and then I just look over towards a Grim. Wait, Grim, are you going to be okay in the warmth?
Igrim stares at you.
Take it off! Whoa, take your shirt off! Whoa!
I'm not trying to convince you of anything. It's just a genuine concern.
He shakes his head.
Oh no.
You won't?
He shakes his head in this way that, and like he shrugs, like, eh.
You'll just deal with it?
He nods.
Okay. That makes sense.
Traversed the desert before?
He nods.
Oh.
I mean,
well,
he's...
Alright then.
I bet he's been everywhere. Have you?
He nods.
Wow.
He draws in the sand, and you see as he draws water, a boundless stream of water, and he draws an arrow through that, as if he's crossed myriads of oceans as well.
Really?
He nods.
That's really cool. Do you think you've been all over? Or is there places you haven't gone to?
He writes in the sand. He writes, I pay no heed to where I go. I just go.
God, I hate this fucking aura farming man. Damn!
Wait.
That was really cool.
Wait. Have you ever seen Kirin before?
He just writes, I have.
Where?
Really? My homeland.
Oh! Is it pretty?
He writes, beautiful.
Oh, that's
Then-
amazing.
Under that, he writes, consumed by the stars.
That's awesome. Can we go there one day?
He writes flat out in bold letters, no.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it is completely taken over by the Star-Kissed.
Oh. That's not good. I'm sorry about that.
It's alright. I've heard stories about how beautiful it was. That's why I hope I can bring it back one day.
I bet you will. She gives her a thumbs up. She's still a little bit shaking. She's still trying to get fully warm. She's like,
Yeah. Should we, set up camp? I say this and then I just, fully don't want to get up.
it's so real.
Egrim just gives a thumbs up, and he starts to prepare the tents for you.
Oh,
Thank you.
thank you.
He just nods, and you see as he steps over his own writing, crushing it and burying it within the sand, as if cementing his answer of no. And
Yeah, it checks out. I don't want to go to there. Stares at the jar.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Darn shade, and I don't even have it out right now.
I know it's around.
You see as Igrim sets up the tents for the night, and you all can get some rest for the night. Is there anything you guys want to
Yes.
do before you rest? Anything by the campfire you wish to?
At least Akia, no. She would just go and rest.
Okay. As Stella, is there anything you wanted?
Does it look like the flame is gonna be able to last a while?
I would say when the flame looks like it's about to peter out, you see as Igrim walks over, rips off another chunk of the delicately carved statue with his sword, and just tosses it casually into the flames.
Okay. Yeah. Alright, that's good then. I think that's it for me.
She can't stand the sight. It hurts.
It hurts. I'll remember your face.
Yeah, you think that to yourself. Is there anything else you would like to do, Stella, or is that it?
I think Igrim is gonna be keeping watch, right?
For the first half of the night, you could assume.
Okay. I don't doubt how strong and cool and powerful he is, but I'm going to give him guidance before I go to bed.
Of course.
We love you, Graham.
After that, you guys had to sleep?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. As you all head to bed, you, Stella, Gully, and Akia move to their sleeping cots to take rest. Igrim, sits outside watching the stars. And,
Such a poetic man.
Yeah, he's watching the stars in the greater dune. And as you guys are sleeping, is there anything you guys are thinking about while you're drifting off to sleep?
I feel like Akia still has a lingering thought about what Stella's father told her. Really thinking about what could happen when she sees Revenair again. If he's even there still by the time we get there.
As you're lingering at the thought about Revenair and what he is capable of, if he will be there, what he's doing, you can roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh! 16?
A 16. With a 16, even though these thoughts cloud over your mind, even though you're drifting and lingering on the words that Stella's father said to you about your fate, you manage to pry some rest from the jaws of a nightmare.
Yes!
And you both awake in the middle of the night
Oh.
to a sound. You hear a thud into the sand, and you hear something sharp being plunged into the ground.
Akia just kind of startles awake and is like looking around.
I peek out of the tent.
You see, amidst the fire and the flame on the opposite side of it, you see Igrim. He stands over Arteno, pushing his sword right next to Arteno's neck, buried into the sand.
What?
Hey, what's going on?
You see,
I feel like with that,
he
Akia comes out
steps
too.
further onto Arteno's chest, pushing him into the sand slightly.
I feel like Akia
As
just
you-
runs and like is like with Grim being like, "Hey, what are you doing?"
You both express this concern. You run up closer through the sands, and you just see as a Grim, he stands there, holding his sword. It's red metal gleaming from the fire. His stance, that of a demon's. His arms splayed outwards as he presses one foot into Arteno's chest and one foot into Arteno's leg. And you hear it as Arteno grunts as he struggles to breathe.
Grim, please. What happened?
Arteno sweats and starts to choke a word out. I'd say at this point Gully is also awakened. Igrim turns to face you all. He pulls his sword out of the sands, and he stares down at Arteno.
Grim, what happened?
Igrim just points down at Arteno. And he trods off into the desert.
Grim. Well,
I feel like Akia turns
Arteno.
with like a concerned look to Arteno and be like, "What did you do?"
I kind of kneel down next to him.
I pried the helmet off.
What? What? Why?
I waited till the dead of night.
And he sits up in the sand a little bit, catching his breath.
And I wrenched the helmet from his head.
Akia goes up to him and she smacks his head really hard. "Are you dumb? Do you want to die?"
I don't want to die. I want to save the world. No, much less grand than that. I want to save the people that have been around me since the day I lived.
And taking his helmet is doing what?
Knowing what's under.
He looks up at you and his eyes are clear. This green that stares at you. The other eye seraphized, gleaming with gold.
I put my life at risk to know, to uncover what brings someone longevity, such as that.
Well, did you get the answer you sought?
Arteno holds the footprint mark on his shirt, clutching it.
I do not know if I got what I sought. A warning for now.
And he just lets go of his shirt.
Doing that will just get you killed. A Grim... A Grim isn't someone to be messed with.
He looks up at you.
I can't tell if there were signs of seraphization or age. I can't tell from what I saw.
I don't want to
Depth of
know.
void mixed with white.
I feel like with him talking, she like covers her ears. I don't want to know.
Well, I do.
And a Gully sits down next to Arteno.
Stell's like kind of listening, but also like,
Nah, Akia's like turned away, covering her ears. Like she doesn't. It doesn't feel right listening to something knowing that he doesn't want people to see. At least not yet. She's like, I don't want to know. And I feel like she kind of like walks away a little bit.
All I saw was black. A void of darkness. Intermingling with white. Bright light. The second he turned to face me, I was on the floor. Swift. His cape covered over my eyes, blinding me. His sword at my neck, and his helm back on.
I feel like I tried to imagine what he could be talking about, but I just can't think of anything even close to what he might be talking about. I understand the curiosity, but Grim is still a person with boundaries and power.
Boundaries and power that I can't bring to myself to understand. Why? Ever since we've traveled to the plains,
He grips the sand.
people have sung his praise. The people's hero. He said it himself. Gestured at it. The night of the people. Yet why? Why does he live? Why does he live and not give people the opportunity to live like him?
He grips the grains of sand beneath his fingers. He squeezes them and presses them against his forehead.
That I can't figure out. I am not in the right here, I know. But to figure out this, all of this.
He stares at you, Stella, and Gully, as he releases the sand, glimmering like gold as he drops it.
I will do anything, for it is in my nature to save. Even if that makes me a bad person. I don't want to lose anyone else. Like I lost them before I could remember their faces.
His brows furrow with this violent conviction.
I think back to what my father said, and I feel like I begin to understand what he was saying. I understand. It's perplexing. I can't be upset. My own curiosity has gotten me in horrible places. But I just wonder what you hope to gain from this. Whatever he might be, I'm sure he can't control it.
Arteno sighs.
You might not be able to control it. But if it can be replicated, if it can be brought about in some other way, if we can reproduce it, if we can make something happen.
Arteno looks up at the stars.
I must try. I won't try to unmask him again. For that I can promise. And I will do whatever apologies I can.
He stands up, his eyes fixed on the stars. As the desert winds below, the flames roar, and you see a silhouette of Arteno across the dunes.
I will make sure I vanquish whatever syndrome this is. And if a Grim is the key, and I find that out. If a Grim can aid us, aid the world, and I find out that he didn't, would it be wrong for me to assume that he the demon rather than I? One who chases the problem before, instead of solving it. Either way, I shan't. I'm sorry for awakening you all. I will go retrieve a Grim.
Is that a good idea?
I could go with you.
If you wish to accompany me.
Yes, I think that would be for the best. I don't know what you intend to do, but don't lose yourself.
He looks at you with these eyes that you haven't seen Arteno wear. If you would like to roll me an insight check, I will let you.
Yes, I would like to.
Yeah.
16.
These are pained eyes, filled with anguish. But right beneath them, you see as the skin contorts, as his face shifts into a smile with agony behind them. This is the same look that you saw as Ardell and Ubel give to each other before they fell.
Oh.
Oh. I just feel a pain in my heart as I see that face. And I think it instinctually kind of reflects in my own expression.
It is hard not to lose yourself with so much before you. As we talked about before.
And Arteno begins walking across the dune. You watch as he leaves the circle of light that the flames emit, as his back gets consumed by darkness.
Just like the people in the gutter town. We must stay curious. We must push forward in hopes for some solution.
I just kind of walk behind him and I just go, well, that's why we're here, isn't it? To find a potential answer.
Stella, as you say that, you see the constellation of the Fool gleam right above Arteno's head.
Oh.
Oh. That's beautiful.
I just kind of look at it knowingly. Knowing how intent he is and what he says. And if by some chance there is no cure yet, well, there are many other mysteries to uncover. But that's a thought for another time.
Arteno smiles as he looks back at you.
Perhaps I am just getting antsy. Our lives are so short, I can't help but feel that way.
Oh, I get it. I get it.
We are at the halfway marker, you and I. And the people we love have already bet at the end.
And I'd say, without walking too much further, you see as a Grimm sits atop a dune, staring right down at you, silhouetted at the moon.
Oh, he's
And
so
before we get to that, we cut back to Gully and Akia sitting at the campfire. And Gully just taps Akia on the shoulder.
Look at this.
And he holds out a sketch to you. And Gully is not an artist by any means. You see black scribbles and a really shitty drawing of knight armor.
Do you think this is what a Grimm's face looks like?
She kind of has this face of pure confusion, and it just stares at the drawing, stares at him, stares at the drawing again, and goes, I don't think so.
I mean, with what Arteno said, I know you didn't want to hear it, but this is all I could get.
Darkness?
Yeah.
So he did all that and got darkness?
He flips the pages, and then he points at Yarum.
The same guy.
What?
Look. So, I've been thinking, right? The Grimm and Yarum are very similar in is there a word for this? Vibe.
She looks concerned. Vibe.
And if a Grimm is darkness beneath the helm, and Yarum is darkness beneath the helm, maybe they're like similar in a way, in a sense.
I mean, it's also nighttime, so he couldn't have seen very well.
Gully pauses.
You know,
I didn't account for darkness and Arteno not having dark vision. He's a human. Humans cannot see in the dark.
yeah.
Gully drops to the floor.
It's a Shinji pose.
My immersion.
My theory.
Oh.
I thought
feel
I
like
was
she
really
drops
getting
down with
somewhere,
him.
you see.
She starts patting him. Yeah.
Gully holds your shoulder.
I really thought I was getting somewhere.
It was a good theory.
Not anymore.
Yeah, but for what you had, it was kind of cool though. Very interesting.
Thank you, I suppose. This is really embarrassing. I'm going to crumple up the...
You see, he grabs the paper from his book and crumples it up. He
it
throws it
looks
into the fire.
No. Oh. I mean, it was nice.
It was nice? Like, do you think so?
Yeah, it was nice.
You're the first one to compliment my art.
Oh no.
When I saw Grimm's, I thought I was outclassed, but maybe I'm more similar to him, after all.
DM question: does Akia know that he draws?
That, Igrim draws? No, I don't think you saw any of his drawings.
Okay, making sure before I say something. Okay.
But
He
you do know that
draws?
he...
Ooh.
Wait. No,
No, she would not have
you
seen
wouldn't.
that,
She would
no.
not have seen it. She would not have known. Yeah, you would
Yeah, because I think Stella and Gully are the only ones that seen it.
Yeah.
Oh, Graham draws?
Oh, yes, masterfully so.
That's so gentle of him. I knew it. He is a gentleman underneath. Still scary, though.
He is quite the artist, too. It seems like he captures life within those drawings very well. The last time I tried doing what he does, my old traveling companions said that it looked like loose string thrown together on paper.
Oh.
And then they laughed at me for 3 hours.
3?
He nods.
I mean, I practice makes perfect. So like, you shouldn't give up. I feel like it looks nice.
I will continue to practice, even though drawing has gotten a whole lot harder.
Well, do show me though.
I would love to.
Artena was very dumb.
He flips to the next page,
I wouldn't call it dumb.
and he shows you what he wrote about Arteno.
I'd say he's more losing himself. Traveling next to someone who defies all you know. It might be tough for someone who is slightly older than us.
Yeah.
From what he said, it seems like he's lost a lot. A lot more than he probably even knows. It sounds like whatever he's lost has been haunting him since he was but a boy.
He better not try that again. I don't want him to die like that.
We are supposed to be keeping him alive.
Yeah, I made a promise. And I kinda like him. He's weird though, but he's cool.
We're all a little weird.
You're right though.
I think at that point, we swap scenes as Aki and Gully chat by the fire, and we pan over to those cold, merciless dunes. The blistering cold wind floods over the dune. They sweep across, and you see as Grim stares down at both you and Arteno. Stella.
Hello, Grim. We came to retrieve you. I point over to Arteno. Arteno wanted to apologize, and I came with so you wouldn't kill him.
Arteno just pats you on the back, and he throws his extra shawl around you. He silently gets on his knees before Igrim.
I know this isn't much of an apology or what you wanted. I know that an apology will not mean anything to you. But I am incredibly sorry for the way I acted. My life has led me down a path that has me teetering towards paths I do not like. And that path has led me to betray you in a sense. I will try not to do it again.
And then he grabs the sands of the dunes and looks up at Grim.
You are a curious soul. One who hides behind a helm of red. There is no mortal alive who would not want to witness what's beneath. My words may cut through you with honesty. I cannot fully apologize for how I act. But if I can offer sympathy, it would be this. If anyone was traveling along you, who has seen and witnessed all that you could not, would you not want to gaze beneath what they hide?
Arteno puts his head back against the sand, and you see as Grim stands up. He slides past the sands down to where you are. He puts his sword right next to Arteno's neck.
I will not have you doing that again.
I just look up in shock. Still slightly shivering, but a little less so.
You see as Grim sheathes his sword, he grabs Arteno by the scruff of his hood, standing him up on his feet. Arteno, who is even taller than Grim. And you see as Grim pulls back and punches him in the jaw.
Yeah. Oh.
If you dare do that again, if you trifle with me, boy, I will bury you beneath the sands we walk.
And Grim walks past Arteno.
God, he's so scary. I turn back towards Grim for a second, remembering the time that I got nearly the same kind of treatment. And then I just turn back to Arteno like, are you okay?
I think he knocked my lights out for just 2 seconds, but I'm good.
Oh no. If it makes you feel better, he slapped me once.
I see that we are very alike, as I said.
You see he wipes blood from his spilled... Like blood is spilling from his lip. He just wipes it away. And
I just kind of cast like a light healing on him.
as you cast a healing spell on Arteno, you guys would see that there are these these rocks that are kind of all around, without your notice, they have moved closer and closer to you.
Oh.
Like just us, or like?
You are Tenno and a Grim. Stella, a dirty 20 hits you.
You've got to be
I'm
fucking
sorry.
kidding me.
I'm so sorry. I beg your pardon.
I beg your finest pardon.
7 bludgeoning damage. As
I
you are suddenly hit
beg your
in the
finest
center of your
pardon?
back, and you are hit violently in the center of your back. Everyone, roll me
Everyone.
initiative.
Me too.
Oh God.
If you want, I'd say yes. You can roll it now, in case you join.
Yeah, I was caught off guard. That's a 5.
18.
18.
Thank you
Let's
again
see
for
if I'm
doing
looking
good.
at it.
Oh God.
She's doing good because she's not there, so she doesn't know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Stella, you are slammed in the back by one of these heaving rock-like structures. As you turn around to look at it a little closer, as you wonder what you are hit by, as why your back suddenly feels like it's breaking, you see these creatures that are enveloped within stones that are ivory white. Their innards that have stretched out into this limb of gold and ichor. They carry themselves by stretching gooey limbs across the sand, pulling themselves closer to you silently. Golden eyes split from the rock formations and peer out curiously at their surroundings. Its black hue is eaten up by the golden embers of ichor within them. And
Oh my God. That's so cool, but nasty.
is going to go to Igrim's turn. Igrim hears the blunt smash of your back, and he is going to rush forward. But you guys see, you are Tenno and Igrim are surrounded by 4 of these guys. And Igrim attacks the one right in front of him. That is going to be a dirty 22 hit, which is absolutely going to hit. And that is going to be 11 damage. Straight to that enemy.
Oh my God.
And it still stands. So, that is going to be the end of his turn. Akia, you are not in the battle. You don't know the battle's going on, so we're going to skip you for now.
Great.
That is going to go to one of the coral walkers, the one that is right next to Arteno, who is surrounded. You see Arteno is flanked on both sides. You and Arteno are closest to each other. This coral walker is going to do a slam attack on Arteno. That is a 13 to hit, which is absolutely not going to hit. You see as Arteno dodges out of the way and rolls into the sand, and he just goes, "Oh no!"
No kidding.
That's real.
So that is going to go to the next one. The next one is going to be attacking you, Stella.
Okay.
That's a 9 to hit.
Nope. Doesn't
Absolutely not. All right, that is going to go to the next one. The next one is going to be the one that Igrim just slashed into. It is going to get a 15 to hit, and that is going to be 7 damage, but it does not hit Igrim. You see as Igrim parries out of the way, slamming that rock back into the desert sand as it backs in. You see as its gooey appendages pull back into itself as it reels itself back in. The last one is going to be the one that got the jump on you, Stella. That is going to be another attack on you.
Okay.
12 to hit.
Ah, that does hit.
All right, right on your AC. It is going to do 9 damage to you as you see it lifts its rocky limb upwards, and you see as this ichor spirals around it, and it pulls it down into the sands next to you, and you just hear as it hits you in the ankle and slams into the sand. That is going to be the end of its turn. That is going to go to Gully. Gully is in the middle of a pleasant conversation. Arteno is up next. After Arteno is going to be Stella. You see as Arteno goes, I am adherent to a promise. And Arteno leaps away as he takes the disengage action and runs 30 feet the fuck away.
Keep your promise,
Oh my
bitch.
god.
Keep your promise. Thank you.
You see he does a tuck and roll over one of the dunes and hides behind the cactus.
I love
Nice. Good job,
Keep your
Arteno.
promise. Please, I need you alive. Alive.
But that leaves only Stella and Igrim on the battlefield. That is going to be your turn, Stella.
Okay, great. I am going to I'm gonna heal myself.
Absolutely.
Cure wounds. Alright.
12 health back to you. Is that the end of your turn, or is there
Yes.
any more? That's it?
Yes.
All right, back to Igrim's turn. Igrim is going to leap forward and try to stab the innards of this creature before him. That's a 24 to hit, absolutely hitting. That is going to be 10 damage. I get to re-roll that one because of his weapon mastery. Oh wait, I don't get to re-roll that one. I get to turn it into a 3. So that's going to be 12 damage as he sinks his sword deep into the center and core of this coral walker before him. You hear a disgusting shilk as it spills ichor straight onto his blade, covering it in this gold. And Igrim is actually going to take he is going to do his action surge, and he is going to roll to hit again, trying to drive his sword even deeper. That is going to be a miss, but he's still going to do 3 additional damage as he kills the first coral walker in front of you. He pushes the sword in, it rips through the other side. You hear as it spills ichor out across the sand, and you see as it slowly begins to crackle away and dissipate. The first one is dead. That is going to go to the next coral walker's turn. This one is going to target Grim, or target both of you. So roll me a dexterity
about
saving
none?
throw.
Okay.
Oh.
Grim fails. That makes sense. He's in heavy armor.
That's a 3.
That's a fail. So you both are going to take 17 damage as you see as a geyser of ichor opens up from the top of the coral walker's head. It spews out and rains back down in the form of sharp spines that dig into your back. All right. That is going to be that is radiant damage, by the way.
What?
Okay.
And that is going to be the end of its turn. That is going to go to the next one, which is going to do an Icarus Slam on Igrim. That is going to be a 12 to hit. Does not hit Igrim. That is going to be the next one's turn, which is going to attack Stella again. 10 to hit. That's a miss.
That's a miss. Oh my god, right under my AC.
All right. That is Arteno's turn. Arteno remains quiet, covers over his mouth, and goes, Stella, you're up.
All right. I think the situation's looking a little dire. I think I am going to Okay, I'm gonna use my starlight step and teleport 30 feet away from these
30
creatures.
feet which way? Are you going towards, like, Arteno, or are you going towards the campsite?
Probably closer. Probably closer towards a Grim. And a little bit
Closer to-
behind him, maybe.
Igrim is very close to you. You guys are fighting basically back to back. 10 feet apart.
Okay, maybe a little more towards the campsite then.
All right. So like 20 feet away from the fight?
Yeah.
Okay. So you teleport 20 feet away from the fight with a starlight step. Is there anything else you would like to do?
I believe that will be it for now.
All right. That is going to go to Igrim's turn. Igrim, who is now fighting alone in front of all these coral walkers, is going to try to stab into them repeatedly, as he does. That's a 17 to hit, which is absolutely hitting, and that is going to be 13 damage to the one before him. And Igrim is going to use a bonus action, second win, and he is going to heal for a d10 plus 4. So that is going to be 8 health back to Igrim. And that is going to be the end of this turn for him. That is going to go to the Coral Walker that he just stabbed. The first one is going to bring a Shell Slam down onto Grim. That's 23 to hit. Absolutely hitting. That's 11 more damage. That is going to go to the next one, which is going to bring that Coral Hammer down. 22 to hit. Jesus Christ. That's 11 more damage to Grim.
Yes!
No! Then that is going to go to the last one, which is going to do a 13 to hit, and it is going to miss Igrim.
Yes!
That is the end of those three's turn. That is going to go to Stella. You're up. Arteno is out of action. He is staying away.
Yeah, I don't want to leave a Grim alone, and I see how much he's getting hit. I think as...
You just hear the brutal reverberations of his armor as you see, like, these hefty slams down into them.
Okay. I think as a last-ditch effort, I'm going to use my starry form.
All right. What does this look like as you use it?
I think I'm going to do the chalice, and I think you see Stella kind of starts to glow. I kind of shed this like 10-foot light, and you see as her hair kind of starts floating in the air, kind of flowing like waves. The stars in her hair even more accentuated, and I am going to yeah, that's all I'm gonna do for now.
All right.
I just assume this starry form.
As you assume the starry form and gleam with burning hot starlight, that is going to be the end of your turn. That is going to go to Igrim. Igrim is going to continue doing what he does best, which is stabbing. That is going to be 18 to hit, which absolutely is going to hit. And that is going to be... Oops. I'll use that for next one. That is going to be 13 damage to this Coral Walker as he pushes the sword that he already stabbed into it deeper in. You see as he cleaves through the rock and lifts it upwards and then slams it back down into the sand as it breaks in half and then dies. That is going to be the end of that one's turn. He is once again going to second wind and heal up for a little bit more. That is going to be 12 health back to Igrim, and that is going to be the end of his turn. All right, that's going to go to Akia's turn, and here's why. Akia, as you are talking with Gully, you begin to see the dunes light up and glow a little in the distance, like right where you guys are looking.
Gully? Do you see that?
Oh, that's a bright light. Yeah, that can mean one of two things. Either that's in something incredibly dangerous and we shouldn't go towards it, or that's them and they're in danger.
I think that's them. They haven't come back yet.
That is true. All right, let's go.
Okay. And they just go over there.
You would start running across the dunes, getting closer. I think with 30 feet of movement, you see Stella standing on the top of a dune looking down. You see that her hair is burning like starlight, and she is gleaming.
Stella? She like tries to yell at her.
It's a good thing you came. There's a little bit of a situation here.
There
You're
always
glowing
is.
so bright. You have to let me study that later.
All right, sure.
All right, but I'd say on this turn, you can't really get to the enemies.
Damn. Okay.
You can use a dash action to get to the top of the hill, though, where Stella's standing.
I feel like she would with the hurriness of this. Yes.
Yeah, you stand on the top of the hill. You see as a Grim is surrounded by two crackling corpses, and he is fending off two of these, like, I can't say anything other than, like, rock monsters.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, what is that? Oh.
And that's the end of your turn. That is going to go to one of them that is pounding on a Grim right now. Which it's going to,
and not the good kind,
continue
guys.
that. Not the
What?
good kind.
Make it stop.
9 to hit, doesn't hit. The second one is also going to hit a Grim. That is 12 to hit, which is not going to hit.
Yes!
A Grim parries away the rock skillfully. And that is going to go to Gully's turn.
Side note, you're bleeding a lot. I'll help you out.
And he is going to help you out by healing you a little bit, Stella.
Thank you.
He goes, by Eternus' blood, I heal.
And you see he is going to cast, he's going to cast Healing Word on you. Because he didn't pact Cure Wounds. That is going to be 16 health back to you, Stella.
All right.
And that is going to be the end of Gully's turn, because he can't do anything else. All right, that's going straight to Arteno's turn. You see by the way, Akia, you also do see Arteno quivering behind a cactus.
Oh, okay, good. Stay.
His inner thought is,
oh, I wish I didn't give away my stroll.
No.
She's just like, good. He is hiding. He won't die. That's. Oh, she's just like, yes.
all right, and Stella, that's you.
All right. I am going to hold my hands out, and I'm not taking any chances. So I'm going to use a second level healing word on a Grim.
All right.
Yeah.
How much do you heal him for?
I just go, your tale does not end here. And I heal him for 14. And as I do that, I also can heal myself for 1d8 plus 5.
Slay.
Ooh.
Oh.
That's a really cool ability. All right.
I love that.
So that is 8 more health to me.
All right. So, is that the end of your turn?
Yes, that will be the end of my turn.
All right. The constellations guide a Grim and heal his wounds. He is going to continue stabbing at the Coral Walkers. That is going to be a 13 to hit. he is going to use his heroic inspiration and launch
Yes.
it again. That is a 16 to hit, which is their AC, and that is going to be 13 damage to the one before him attacking him. That is going to be the end of a Grimm's turn. And that is going to go to you, Akia.
Okay. Since she healed him, I'm not doing that. She... What is the range? How far away would you say they are from her, from where they're standing on top of the hill?
They are around 30 feet away from you.
Okay, 120 feet. I can get it. I'm gonna do Sorcerer's Burst on it.
Okay.
And...
On the one that a Grimm just attacked?
Yes.
Cool.
Okay. Ooh, mama, 17.
All right. 17 damage right to it. That is going to... Wait, 17 to hit or 17 damage?
To hit.
Okay, yes, that absolutely hits. Roll your damage.
Lovely.
Yes.
5 damage.
5 damage. You see as this beam streaks from your hands. Actually, what does your Sorcerer's Burst look like?
I kind of want it to be kind of like... you said a beam, but it's like kind of like a red beam, and she's looking like she's holding both of her hands out, and she's looking very concerned. She's like, "Oh, please don't die. I don't need more death." As she's like shooting it
fire
over there.
this red beam straight towards the enemy. You see as the rocky shell begins to crackle apart as your blast lands against its shell. Is that the end of your turn?
Let me see any bonus. Yeah, that's it. Because I'm not close.
All right. That's going to go to the
Yeah.
Coral Walker's turn right before a Grimm. It is going to make a Grimm make a dexterity saving throw. You guys are safe and out of reach. That is going to be an 8 from a Grimm, which is a failure. So that is going to be 16 damage straight to a Grimm as these golden spikes pierce into his armor. And I will also roll it for its ally because that's how this works. It saved. That's an 8.
No.
It succeeds.
Boo!
Somehow the rock is faster than a Grimm.
Oh
What
my
the
god.
fuck? It's a rock.
A surprisingly fast rock.
This sucks. Damn.
All right, and that is going to be the end of its turn. All right, that is going to go straight to the next one's turn. It's going to slam down on a Grimm with its shell. That is going to be a 16 hit, which does not hit the Grimm's AC. All right, that is going to go to Gully's turn. Next up is you, Stella. Gully is going to... it's either heal a Grimm or... You hear Gully talking, heal a Grimm, fire a beam, heal a Grimm, fire a beam, heal a Grimm, fire a beam, fire a beam. And he is going to use a second level guiding bolt on the Coral Walker that is standing behind a Grimm. That is a 19 to hit, which is absolutely hitting. And
Oh my god.
that is going to be 21 damage straight to that Coral Walker. You see as
yes!
Gully obliterates it. You see as the sand
Yes!
picks up,
Yes!
and that thing is beamed to just death. It begins to crackle and fade away. Stella, you're up.
We love Gully so much.
All right.
Go, Stella.
I think I'm just gonna heal a Grimm again.
All right.
I want to make sure he stays alive. No more losses. Healing word.
Oh, I knew you would do that. Thank goodness I was right. I should have communicated that.
It's okay, I could have also said something.
That is going to be 11 health back to a Grim.
Yes,
All right. Anything else you want to do?
that will be it.
All right. That's a Grim's turn. After a Grim is going to be Akia's. That is going to be a 12 to hit, which does not hit the Coral Walker's AC. But he is going to use his Graze skill, and that is going to be 3 damage to it anyway. That is going to be the
Yes.
end of a Grim's turn. Akia, what's up?
Eldritch Blast!
Eldritch Blast.
Fuck this guy! Fuck this fuck-ass rock.
14 to hit. That does not hit.
Fuck!
You see as you fire this Eldritch Blast, it fires into the sand as it warbles out of control. It, with this massive amount of power, it across the sands and leaves a deep impression in the dunes.
You just see her have a visible face of like, oh. That didn't
Is that the end of
That
your
was
turn?
really cool.
It didn't work. Oh. Sorry,
It still was
Agrim.
pretty cool, though.
Igrim just gives a little bit of a nod as he is focused in battle.
Yeah, that's, wait. What am I? My bonus. Agrim looking good? From what I can see.
From what you can see, there is a lot of prior blood on his armor, but you can't tell what is healed or not. But you also know that Gully and Stella have been launching healing magic at him.
So she's like, okay, I think he's sorta good. And that's the end of her turn.
All right, that is going to go to the Coral Walker's turn. In this last-ditch effort, it raises out of its shell. You see as this disgusting blob of ichor raises its head and forces a Grim to do a dexterity saving throw. These pins and needles raise out from itself as it shoots them into the air, and they come raining down in a 20-foot spear. That is going to be 16 damage straight to a Grim. As these needles puncture into the armor through the gaps. That is going to be the end of his turn. Gully is going,
Okay, Stella, you want to heal? Or should I?
I've got it, no worries.
Gotcha. It's going to be a beam time, then.
Do it.
you see as Gully clenches his hands and he fires out a first level guiding bolt, which is going to be an 18 to hit a 24. And that is going to be 11 damage as Gully launches a beam. You see his eyebrows furrow. He clenches his fist, and instead of doing this open palm spellcasting, he punches into the air as this beam raises from his fist and streaks out into the Coral Walker. And you see as it punctures straight into the shell, and as it scatters the coral shell across. And that Coral Walker is now dead.
Yes!
As
Oh my god.
we wrap up
Yes!
combat.
All right. As the combat ends, I kind of, how do I say this? I stop glowing and my hair kind of falls back into place as normal.
No, you couldn't keep it in for just a bit longer?
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna use my other wild shape to do it again.
You see as Gully sits across the dunes and
You can continue with conversation, I'm just going to get this.
Oh, okay, cool. That was really awesome, by the way.
Huh?
he's so focused on writing.
The
I feel like
punch,
Akia
that
gets
was
so
really
close to
cool.
her. How are you glowing?
To be quite honest, I don't really know.
As she's talking, I feel like her hands go up to her cheeks and she just starts squishing them like, this is so cool.
I guess it was kind of like an instinctual thing.
Very cool instinct. And like she starts crouching down, just staring all over her. Just like, very cool. She touches her hair. It's so pretty. Oh, all right.
Thank you.
Grim, are you okay?
As you look down into the dune below, into this crevice, you see, surrounded by crackling ichor and these shards of ivory, you see Igrim and Arteno. You see them looking at each other, and you see as Arteno holds out a hand, and you see as Igrim looks down at it and looks up. You see Arteno. You guys can't hear this, but Arteno goes,
I respect you more than you know. Curiosity killed the cat, and I'm the cat. I can't say my curiosity is sated, but please let me continue traveling along your side.
Igrim grabs Arteno's hand with a squeeze, and then you see as he lets go abruptly, points at his hand, balls it up into a fist, and puts it up against Arteno's chin. And Arteno just goes,
I have gotten the message. I think if you punched me with the full force you're capable of, I would be a dead man in a matter of moments.
And as they have that conversation, that moment within the dunes, that is where we'll end today's session.
Oh my god, so cool.
Don't fuck with the Grim.
Oh, I love them.
Do not. Do not.